Okay, new video idea. So remember that the Young Turks video I did? I'm gonna go do the other half of it. So, if I do remember, links in the description, or if you just go in my channel, I'm gonna go see what the video's titled is. Shoot. Correct. Here, let's just go find this. Okay, it's called Wow, Another Video. Jesus, I have depression. But let's get into, their video. So, to catch you up, if you didn't watch the entire video of me just rambling and being an idiot, QAnon is evil, and Ted Cruz, has what's child poor non. Yeah, that. There's all you need to know for this video. I still do recommend going and completing the other one. So the video starts off by saying Donald Trump's the good guy here. Or they think Donald Trump's the good guy. He wants to stop child trafficking. And he wants to do something about pedophilia. Yeah, he does. And your problem with this is? And he also wants to do something about young girls being hypersexualized. Your problem with this is? Except Donald Trump has profited handsomely on sexualizing young girls. Wait, where? Where? Source needed. But let's continue watching. Or I will. So I think they're talking about the Little Miss America. That argument's irrelevant. But also, he didn't run it. So, yeah. But also, you had to say, oh, he hosted beauty pageants with young girls in them to defend the movie Cuties. Remember, this is what it's about? So the Young Turk says, when he was in the teen Little Miss America, which are 16, 17, and 18, not 11-year-olds, he would just walk into the dressing rooms and source needed, and also that has never been proven true. So then they cite an article from the Rolling Stone. And how prestigious is that? Exactly not prestigious at all. And they said, he entered a room with 15-year-olds in them with various stages of undress. And evidence for that? Oh, yeah, none. So then they say the Miss Teen America, from Vermont, Little Miss Vermont, 19 something 7. Wait, it's 1997. Has this to say. Also, who cares? Just some girl from Vermont. And then they say Trump even confessed with this, putting this on the screen. Oh, wait, no. This is from the Little Teen America from Vermont. That person. He just came strolling in. There was no second to put on a robe or just any sort of clothing or any sort. Girls were topless, other girls were naked. Our first introduction to him was wait. Our first introduction to him was when we were at the dress rehearsal and half naked, changing in our bikinis. And yeah, that's all the evidence they provide. So, but then they say he's admitting to it. Remember that part? Let me go play it. Ready to hear his admission of this? Ready?
And everyone's getting dressed and ready and everything else, and no men are anywhere, and I'm allowed to go in because I'm the owner of the pageant, and therefore I'm inspecting it.
Yeah, that's an admission, apparently. So then they say, yeah, what are you inspecting? And then they call us lunatics. The lunatics think that's the person who's going to stop child sexualization and sex trafficking. And also, that clip doesn't have any context, so what is he actually saying? And I'm too lazy to go dig up the actual clip. So then she says it isn't working. What the U.S. Marshal Service find again after they put up after they lock someone up? Oh yeah, they found kids. More specifically, after Maxwell got put away. So then they show a picture of Ivanka Trump at age 15, dressed like the girls in Cuties, except one's 15, one's 11. So there is a big difference. You're like, oh, it's only for. Shut up. Have you ever heard of puberty? No? Oh, you have? Okay, well, then shut the fuck up. So then, Chink says, Donald Trump would repeatedly ask, how hot do you think my daughter is? Oh, source needed? No, seriously, what evidence do you have this, and how is this incriminating? If this is something to be brought up, I mean, me flipping off a microphone while talking to a black person is racially charged. So then they finally back up their claim, saying 4 different contestants said he walked in while half naked. Wait, what? 4 different people? Yes, anonymous sources. 4 different anonymous sources. Then they say, oh, he joked about sleeping with the contestants. Again, source needed, but okay. When did he joke about sleeping with the contestants? I'm confused. Like, seriously. I mean, source needed. But then they say, oh, yeah, he said he wanted to sleep with the adult, or he wanted to sleep with some of the contestants. Source needed. Also, didn't Trank get caught by saying some horrible thing and then just said, oh, I'm trying to be Republican? I think he did. It'd be a real shame if that's actually true and he, has no leeway to talk about this. Then they bring up Jeffrey Epstein. You mean that Jeffrey Epstein? You mean the Jeffrey Epstein when his flight logs were released, it revealed all the Democrats had, been on his plane? That Jeffrey Epstein. Real solid character. Cannot fault the dude. But seriously, what does Jeffrey Epstein have to do anything about it? Then they say, oh, Trump was great friends with him, used to party with him all the time, went to his parties! Oh my god! Trump's the worst. Yeah, First, source needed. Second, what? Same did Bill Clinton. Same did all the Hollywood elite. So, are you not gonna call out Bill Clinton? Because he went on his plane 27 times, ditching his, ditching his, what's it called, the Secret Service on multiple occasions. But no, let's only go after Trump, who wasn't on that plane. Oh, sorry, he was on it. From Mar-a-Lago to Manhattan. And he never talked to him again. Just kidding. But he never talked about the incident. Oh, and then he also banned Epstein from everything Trump related. But then they decide to chalk Trump banning Epstein, saying, "Oh, they just had a disagreement about which girls they should get." Seriously? A disagreement? I'm confused. Like, why would you ban Epstein from everything? A billionaire who has massive influence, well, was a billionaire, who had a massive influence and would give him tons of money. Why would you ban him? From an economic standpoint, that's one of the stupidest moves ever. And then he says, "Oh yes, but yes, Trump wished some child trafficker well." What? And that's evidence? Okay, fine, whatever. You absolute imbecile. But what? How's that evidence? Just wishing her well? Seriously. No, tell me how that's evidence. Oh yeah, it's not. But also, why would wishing her well? Why would that be evidence? I don't know why it would be. But then they say, and we're going to have congressional hearings about it? Oh my god, congressional hearings. Like, seriously, dude. It doesn't matter, because we're not actually having congressional hearings. So then they dismiss the entire cuties thing and their board, which includes the Obamas. The coincidence there, who includes the Obamas, and then says, "Oh yes, Netflix is bad. Oh wait, no it's not, but Republicans think that. But their leader is defending child trafficking and Republican bad." But also, that way of thinking is horrible. Yeah. Let's see. Well, let's see. So, you disagree with me? Okay, right winger. Oh, it's just morally invalid? Okay, right winger. And he did this to Tulsi Gabbard, that person who appeared on the Democratic debate and was on the Democratic primary and who ran as a Democrat. You know, that Tulsi Gabbard? Yeah, yeah, apparently she's now Republican. There were these right wingers, but we couldn't use it due to copyright issues. I'm not gonna go fault you for that. But they were livid about a mask mandate. Meanwhile, the coronavirus is killing an average of 1,000 people per day. What's the world population again? Oh yeah, 7 billion. But then that's let's see. That's not including, people who have recovered or, hospitalized people. A more accurate thing would be hospitalized COVID cases. Oh, but the Young Turks couldn't bother with not just going to say literally the World Health Organization's own website. Let me go do this while recording. I'm just gonna search the World Health. Oh look, and if I just target the World HE, it pops up the World Health. Oh look. What's this? COVID-19 quick links. Vaccines treatment. Scam alert. I'm confused. Let's see what this is. News articles. Oh, highlights. Let's see. Let's go health topics. Let's click fact sheet. Okay, oh god. Then we're gonna go click on C. Shoot. Well, it's not there. Oh wow, let's hit emergencies. Oh, disease outbreak news. No, not there. Emergency. Oh, by country, by disease. Travel advice. Well, let's see. What happens if we hit by country? We then go grade 2 emergencies. What's a grade 2 emergency? A single or multiple country with a moderate health consequences that moderate the WCO. It's almost like, oh wow, but no, that takes too much work. Let's just search coronavirus tracker. Coronavirus tracker. Let's see. Oh wow, look. So, let's see. Oh wow, and let's see what happens. Oh no, looks like there's a thing that shows the web, and oh no, what was that? Are we falling? Preposterous. But I have to remind you, the TYT episode is about the movie Cuties. So then they say molesters love mass. That's why I'm against it. Source needed? Then she says, for QAnon conspiracy theorists, I have a problem with believing that they actually mean what they say. What? You have a problem with thinking that they believe in what they say, what their entire life is basically dictated by? Seriously? You're either ignorant or the worst person ever. Jesus. But also, one person support is the entire right wing. I wonder if I could do the same thing with the left wing. I can't forget who, shoot, what's his name? Oh yeah, Bill Clinton. Or Hillary Clinton. What'd she do? Oh yeah, threatened to go to war. I guess the entire left is a bunch of warmongering career politicians who are all corrupt and have their enemies just supposedly walk in front of buses for no reason. Yeah, so I guess that's the entire left now. Then she says the right is using accusations of pedophilia, the worst accusations possible. Then she goes, kind of like she's me. Then she says they're using it when they want to reject a person. Oh, example? Like what? Like when? I have not seen the right, like the mainstream right, do this. I mean, have you? And apparently you have, because, you're putting it in here, but you wouldn't be creating a straw man, would you? A false argument, that you can't really refute because, well, even if it's based on facts, you're taking this the wrong way. You wouldn't be creating a straw man, would you? Then Anna continues, saying, "Oh, I'm against it because pedophiles like it. Oh, I'm against it because molesters like it. It seems like it's the go-to thing, huh? You wouldn't be having to." That's the first time I've heard that argument. Oh, I'm not gonna wear a mask because molesters like it. Suspicious. So then they say, Donald Trump hit on Michael Cohen's daughter. Okay. And how much credibility does Michael Cohen have? Oh yeah, that's right, 0. So tell me about credibility, please. But here's the even more hypocritical part about this. She called Donald Trump a pedophile while going off on a rant about how only right-wingers call people pedophiles. Are you admitting to be a pedophile? That's kind of odd, because I thought only right-wingers called people pedophiles. So, It'd be suspicious if, you know, pedophile is mutual. So but no, because but that would be conflicting logic. So you didn't call Donald Trump a pedophile, you called him a kitty toucher, and then they said, oh, his daughter confirmed it. On CNN. Now imagine using Michael Cohen and CNN as legitimate sources. Exactly, they're non-existent, or at least non-existent good sources. So allegedly Trump was complimenting the girls behind, and then they asked her if she remembers it, and she says, "No, I've been desensitized." Then he said, "Oh, there's no way she got her looks from you. Thank God you married a beautiful woman." What? Wait, how did that stand out? Okay, so she said, the thing that stood up to me was she obviously didn't get her looks from you. Thank God you married a beautiful woman. Wait, what? Why did that stand out? What about him? Well, making a pass at you. I mean, shouldn't that? I mean, Jesus. But also, she knows exactly what he said. But can't remember the actual event happening and the more specific details. You know that. It's almost like there's a conspiracy going on here. But then she says, this entire thing is scaring suburban women and helping Donald. Wait, scaring suburban women? What do you mean by scaring suburban women? I mean, suburban people in suburbia tend to be more conservative, so why would he want to do that? I mean, you'd want to scare people. You want to scare women in the city who vote tend to be more Democrat. I'm confused. It's almost like your logic doesn't make any sense. But also, what we heard there is what this thing actually is about. It makes the Democrats look bad, and could get Trump reelected. The Democrats are supporting this. Look at this. Democrats are supporting this. Republicans are against it. So if you support this, vote Democrat. So then they show a clip of Ted Cruz saying, this should scare suburban women that this was happening to 11-year-olds. Then they say they don't even hide it. They don't hide what? Oh, they accuse people of things for political purposes. Like what? Racist, sexist, homophobic, fat shaming? Oh wait, no, that's the left, sorry. Then they say this is an alt-right trick. Alt-right. And they've proudly bragged about it 5 or 6 years ago. Again, source needed, but also alt-right trick. Accusing people of names is right-wing now. Yep. So then they say, oh yes, they're accusing people of awful terms and anything and anybody they don't agree with, like Netflix. Netflix is already making themselves look awful. Then he says, they're accusing people like Dr. Fauci and Bill Gates. Dr. Fauci who? Like seriously, who's accusing Dr. Fauci of being a pedophile? And Bill Gates? And he says, oh, I hid coronavirus facts. Okay, I think the clip he's talking about is when he says, slow the testing down. That way we won't have as many. That was a joke. Like Biden always says, that's a joke. But also, he didn't hide facts. Trump was the first politician that I know who took measures. The Democrats said, oh, it was just the flu, bro. So I don't know what you're talking about. And it kind of seems like you're denying reality. Now, Ching says, who are you supporting the right? I mean, You're strictly supporting morons. You're supporting lunatics. Okay? Let's just go flip the sides. If you support the left, what is wrong with you? I mean, you need to start supporting the right. I mean, come on, are you delusional? You're dehumanizing us. Black Lives Matter. Then he says, if you're not calling out the story, you're being politically correct? What? What do you mean politically correct? Gee, I mean, I thought political correctness was to the right, or I mean the left. Then he says, I just kissed them without their permission, which is a blatant lie, and he actually never said that, but okay. And so then he says the pageant contestants. Wait, what? When did that happen? Like, I swear, it only started recently when this all came out. You know, not in the wake of Me Too or anything, but when Trump ran for re-election. The same thing happened in the 2016 election. Wonder what it could be. So then they say, "Oh yes, Trump's a pedophile," and then they turn around and accuse other people of this. Evidence needed. Oh wait, that's right. You, Michael Cohen, is your evidence. And then they just said, well, then they continue saying QAnon's so successful because they use hashtags like "Save the Children." Seriously. And then they say right-wing conspiracy theorists again and again, QAnon. But, this is all opposed to left-wing conspiracy theories, which are not harmful and are always correct, as we know with the 2020 election and that Russia collusion thing. And then the video's conclusion, we need to get Trump out. When it comes to me and my presidency, I am the best, and I will be doing oh no, what's that? A Young Turks thing? Oh no, I guess I will not run for another 4 years. Mainstream media. Trump drops out. Shock. The reason why, he says, is because of a Young Turk video.